Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're all keeping well, and welcome to another session in this series on working with Pytest. Now, what I want to do in this one is cover the idea of how do we test functions or code which write things to file. So, say for example, if we have main.py, let's quickly go ahead and run it. Here we are, Python3 main.py. So you can see here, we've now got file.txt, and we've now got some text files here, which looks good. Now, we often have code which does this sort of stuff. It's going to be producing files, and the problem with this is that sometimes your tests can be calling this code, then it can be kind of polluting your current directory with these files. So what we're going to do is look at how we can use Pytest to create temporary directories and files. We could then use those for our tests and then basically avoid polluting our current directory. So let's just quickly run through this one. This function is called makeTextFile, takes in two inputs, the file name and the text. So I'm just giving it file.txt. So that's going to be the file name, hence why if I head here, we can see file.txt. And I've then passed in hello. So in this case, this is just populating this little F string here. So we can see this is the text, hello. So we're going to use this as our test bed. And hopefully if this all goes to plan, we should be able to run our tests and then effectively not see this file appear, because Pytest will handle the kind of removal of this file afterwards, which is kind of cool. So head into test.py. Let's start off by saying test underscore test make file like this here. So what we need to do is pass in a fixture called tmpdir here, short for temp directory. And we're going to be using this to basically make the path and then append the file name to it. So just for a second, I was going to do assert1 here and just run this just to prove that the fixture works. And what I can do, if I go ahead and just do print like this and just pass in tmpdir, if I make this fail, we'll then see the output of this print here. So quickly we'll hit run. There we are. So it's done this here. So basically Pytest, or more like the fixture, this has gone ahead and created this little folder. And then what I can do is append the file name onto the end of this. So what I'll do is I'll do file is equal to tmpdir slash, and then let's just go ahead and do file.txt. And if I then print file here, we should see basically the path, but with this kind of appended to the end of it. And there we are, file.txt. So this will exist whilst the tests are running. Once the test suite finishes, this is going to be removed. It'll be no longer existing, which is what we want. So what I can do, if you go back to main, check out how I've called the function. I've done make text file. So what I'm going to be doing here is just removing this. Let's see, I'll quickly import it first. So we'll do from main. Let's go ahead and import make text file. There we go. Now, rather than just doing file.txt, I want to pass in file here like this. I'm just going to do assert1 for the time being, just to show it passing. Now, one thing I could do to prove this is working is go ahead and just run the test like this. So I want to quickly head back to main and comment this out. Make sure it doesn't actually produce here. So if I run this now, let's go ahead and see what happens. Bear in mind, previously when I just ran main, we could see the file being produced here, which of course this time we don't want this. So we'll run Pytest. Okay, looks good. So nothing being produced. Run it again. Yeah, nothing being produced. That's because of, where is it? That's because of this here. So because we're saying, go ahead and create this little temp directory, make file.txt, that's what's basically being written. It's not going to be writing any files into my current directory. Therefore, it's not going to be polluting the project every time you run your tests. So how do we actually test this then? So we can see my code saying, open the file, write some text. What I could do, let's see, if I just come down here for a second, if I do assert0, and I want to show you something about this file object here. If I do print dir of file, and we'll hit run again. So these are all the methods that exist upon this object here. Now, one that's quite useful is this exists one. So if I do something like this underneath here, I'll do assert file.exists. So this will just check that this has been produced. And of course, if I remove this now, this should now only be true, or it should only pass the assertion, if this actually produces this file. So let's remove this for a second. And before I do it, I'm going to quickly nick one more method that I need. Where is it? it's read text. There we go. So I'm just going to temporarily shelve this and put it here because I'll do this next. Let's run our tests again. And we now see our tests pass. So it's saying, yeah, this exists. If we don't call our function, it fails because obviously it's this function which is actually going ahead, creating the file and writing to it, and then putting the text inside it. This no longer being called means that the file doesn't exist and now our test fails. So let's bring this back, run it one more time, and we should see, there we go. Now the last one to do is this read text here. So if we do assert file.read text here, now, I'm pretty sure you have to pass an encoding into this. So I'll do encoding UTF-8. And all this does is just basically read the file and return a string. So if I just do something like this for a second, 1, 2, 3, we know our file doesn't contain this. So we should see that this assertion passes, the file exists. But this one here fails because the file doesn't contain this. Or the string read from the file doesn't look like that. Let's run it again. And there we go here. So we can see this was the problem. Assert this the text is equal to 1, 2, 3. No, so this bit has failed. This here was the actual text. So all I've got to do is replace this with this. Just quickly wrap this in some speech marks. And there we go. Let's try this again. We'll clear the screen, hit run, and our test passes. So that's all you need to do. So just one more time from the top. I've got a function which takes in a path and some text. It simply opens a text file to that path, writes a new file, and puts in the text you passed up here. Our test then uses the tmpdir fixture from Pytest to basically set up a temporary directory. All we've then done is kind of appended that of a file name here, and then used all of this temporary stuff to pass to our make text file function. So behind the scenes, it's basically going to be saying, yeah, okay, there's going to be room for this file to go. Once the test suite finishes, this will be deleted. It will no longer exist, which is good. It doesn't pollute our coding space on the left-hand side here. We have two assertions. The first one just said, make sure that this file exists, make sure it's there. Our second one is then actually reading the text from that file under the UTF-8 encoding and just making sure that the contents of the file are what we expect here. So let's suppose, for example, like, I don't know, suppose this changes, suppose our code changes, our test now fails, and we can see quite clearly here, it was expecting this, but actually you gave it this. So remove it, one more time, hit run, and there we go, now our tests pass. So that's how you can use Pytest and tmpdir to check any of your code that is indeed writing to files without polluting your coding space here. Cheers for watching, guys. Have a great weekend and see you all in the next video.